What's going on? Welcome back to Talking About Baseball. Today, we'll be talking about the MLB trade deadline. I know I haven't uploaded in a while, but I will be uploading more consistently now. So, today, the Cubs have recently acquired Isaac Paredes. This is my live reaction. Obviously, great player, all-star for the Rays this year. He's just been, it's shocking to me that the Cubs were able to get him. Last year was better than this year. OPS plus wise, he was a little bit better. Average has dipped a little bit, but still, he's been a great power hitter for the Rays. Has not hit a APA home run in a very long time, but he still has been very good. He finished 18th in MVP voting last year. He was a 2024 All-Star for the Rays, like I mentioned. Probably wouldn't have gotten there if the Rays weren't so bad. The walks have been much better this year, 58 total last year and already 51, just about past halfway through the season. Strikeouts are still not in a great spot, but the average has, like I said, dipped. On base percentage has gone up. Slugging has gone down a ton. That's mainly because of a drastic dip in home runs, but doubles have been way up. And OPS plus is pretty similar, despite the fact that the OPS is very different. He isn't a great defensive third baseman, but he's very serviceable. Since he got to the Rays, he's been very good since 2022. And although this could be considered as a buying trade, he is not a free agent until the 2028 offseason, which is huge for the Cubs because in that time, I think they can be a very solid team. But moving on to what they gave up here, we've got Christopher Morel, who they did unfortunately have to give up. He has not been very good this year, that's what I'll say, but he is a spark in the Cubs clubhouse, and I'm kind of sad to see him go. His rookie year, he was really good. The batting average was not in a great spot, but the power was really good, and he was just a great guy in the Cubs clubhouse, and he was really fun to watch. Defense, he was all over the place, didn't really have a true spot. This year, he's moved to third base very primarily, hasn't played anywhere else other than third and DH. The power has still been there from last year to this year, but the batting average has dipped so bad. The slugging is down a ton because he completely stopped hitting doubles. The on-base percentage is at a 300 clip, which is horrible. He doesn't walk at a horrible amount. Walks are way up this year. Strikeouts are down, but still not very good as he's averaging just about a strikeout a game. And when you're still just getting out as much as he is outside of the strikeouts, that's a problem. The 250 average last year was just fine with all of the strikeouts, but now when you're still striking out once per game and you can't get on base consistently, that is just a recipe for a disaster. I bet you the Rays will be able to turn him into a great player, another guy who's not a free agent for a very long time, as he will not be a free agent until 2029. He's still very young, and the Rays he has a lot of potential for the Rays to turn them into something good, but it is unfortunate that the Cubs had to get rid of him, but I also do not believe that this was the worst idea. The other two players they will be giving up in this trade are Hunter Biggie. For a small amount of Major League action in 4 games, he had a 2.7 ERA. He throws absolute gas, but the walks have been a problem throughout his career. This year in the minor leagues across 3 different teams, he does have a 1.17 ERA across about 15 innings with 23 strikeouts. His strikeouts per 9 have always been pretty good, with a 13.5 in the majors, which obviously very small sample size, and a 10.5 across his career, which includes college. Moving on to the final prospect, we've got Ty Johnson. Ty Johnson has not yet reached the major leagues. He is 22, but also has only made it up to high A, which he has not had a horrible major league career. He was just drafted out of Ball State last year, but other than that, he has been all right in the minors, really good in A-ball this year, not so great in high A. We'll see if the Rays can do anything with him, but as of right now, it doesn't really seem like he's going to turn into much just because of how old he is and how low in the system he is. Although he was drafted in the 15th round, so I guess that could give him a little bit of hope. Also, moving on outside of the Isaac Paredes trade, Nate Pearson was acquired by the Cubs yesterday. He is currently on their roster. And yes, he has not had a good major league career at all. After being drafted in the first round of the 2017 MLB draft, he turned into a very highly touted prospect, being the number 10 prospect in 2020. Being the number 8 prospect in 2020 and number 10 prospect going into 2021. He is also not a free agent for a very long time. Another thing, like Jed Hoyer mentioned, that he was trying to focus on 2025 and beyond. His career ERA is above 5, but there's a lot of potential here as a reliever he has been much better in his career, but if the Cubs are able to bring him back to a starter, him, Justin Steele, and Shota Imanaga would be a great starting rotation for the future if they are able to develop him that quickly. I think he still has a lot of potential in him, and the Cubs did not give the Blue Jays super great prospects, being our number 23 and number 29 prospect, headlined by Yohendrick Panago, who was the 29, but he has been in the Cubs system for a very long time, and really never turned into anything. That'll be the end of this video. I'll be making more trade deadline content coming out soon. I hope you enjoyed this one, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.